White made a move. On g4, pause the video to spot black's next move. Pawn takes g3. Pawn takes g3. King f3. Black is preparing to play king takes g3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Pawn g4 was chosen by white. Pawn takes g4. Pawn takes g4. King takes g4. King d3. Black is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. White played. On c4, pause the video to figure out black's next move. Pawn takes c3 check. King c2. Bishop d3 check. King takes d3. Pawn c2. Black's idea is to play pawn promotes to knight at c1 mate and seize the initiative. Knight c3 was chosen by white. Rook takes c3 check. King takes c3. Pawn promotes to queen at c1 check. Bishop c2. Black is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Bishop takes d4. Pause the video to analyze black's next move. Queen d6 check. Pawn f4. Pawn takes f3 check. King f2. Bishop c2. Black is looking to play queen h2 check. King takes f3. Rook hf8 check. King e3. Rook de8 check. Bishop e5. Rook takes e5 check and secure a strong hold in the game. Queen takes f3 move preferred by white. Rook hf8. Black is aiming to play queen h2 check. King e1. Rook de8 check. Bishop e3. Rook takes f3 and increase their advantage significantly. King e1 move preferred by white. Rook takes f3. Rook takes f3. White's loss is confirmed. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. On a5, pause the video to find out white's response. Pawn takes a6. Rook takes c1. Rook takes c1. King f8. Rook a1. King e7. King d2. White's idea is to play king c3. King d6. King b4. King c6. Rook c1 check. King d7. King b5. Pawn f5. Pawn h4 and take decisive advantage. Rook c8 played by black. Rook b1. Rook c4. Rook takes b6. On g5, black has no response. Let's go to the next game. White played queen e2. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. White wants to play bishop e4. Queen e7. Knight d3. Knight d7. Bishop f3. Bishop f5. Bishop g4 and seize the initiative. Queen d5 move preferred by black. Black is setting up to play queen a2 check. King c1. Queen a1 check. King d2. Queen takes b2 and dominate the board. Pawn c4 was chosen by white. Pawn takes c3. Bishop c4. White's idea is to play bishop takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen c6 move preferred by black. Black might go for pawn takes c4 and gain a significant edge. Rook d6 move preferred by white. White's idea is to play bishop takes e6 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook takes d6 played by black. Pawn takes d6. Bishop takes c4. Knight takes c4. Queen takes c4. Queen takes c4. Pawn takes c4. Pawn takes c7. Black has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Bishop takes b3. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Queen g3. White is setting up to play queen takes g7 mate and dominate the board. Pawn g5 played by black. Pawn takes g6. Rook f8. Rook c4. Queen a1 check. King h2. White wants to play. Pawn takes f7 check. King takes f7. Queen g6 mate and seize the initiative. Knight takes f6 move preferred by black. Pawn takes f6. Queen takes f6. Pawn takes f7 check. King takes f7. Rook f4. White is looking to play pawn takes b3 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop d5 was chosen by black. Bishop e2. White's idea is to play pawn c4. Bishop c6. Bishop h5 check. King e7. Rook takes f6 and seize the initiative. Rook c8 move preferred by black. Rook takes f6 check. King takes f6. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black played pawn b5. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Pawn takes b6. Pawn takes b6. Pawn a4. White intends to play pawn a5. Pawn takes a5. Pawn takes a5. Pawn g5. Pawn a6. Pawn takes f4. Pawn takes f4 and seize the initiative. Pawn c5 move preferred by black. Black's idea is to play pawn takes b4 and gain a significant edge. Pawn takes c5 played by white. Pawn takes c5. Pawn a5. Pawn c4. Pawn a6. White might go for pawn a7. Pawn h4. Pawn promotes to queen at 8 and dominate the board. Pawn c3 was chosen by black. Black is setting up to play pawn c2. King f3. Pawn promotes to queen at c1 and gain a significant edge. King d3 was chosen by white. Pawn g5. Pawn a7. Pawn takes f4. Pawn takes f4. Pawn c2. King takes c2. King f5. King d2. White is planning to play king e3. King f6. Pawn promotes to queen at 8 and put immense pressure on the opponent. King takes f4 move preferred by black. King e2. Pawn h4. Pawn promotes to queen at 8. Pawn h3. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White just played pawn c4. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Pawn takes c3. Queen e3. Pawn c2. Black is looking to play pawn promotes to queen at cxd1 check. Queen e1. Queen takes e1 mate and increase their advantage significantly. Rook f1 was chosen by white. Rook c8. Black wants to play pawn promotes to rook at c1 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen c1 played by white. White might go for queen takes b2 and gain a significant edge. Queen takes a2 move preferred by black. Queen d2. Queen takes b3. Rook c1. Pawn a4. Queen d7. White is looking to play queen takes c8 check and establish a winning position. Queen c4 was chosen by black. Black is aiming to play pawn a3. On g3. On a2. On h4. On promotes to queen at a1. Rook takes a1. On promotes to queen at c1 check, and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen d6 played by white. Queen c5. Black might go for queen takes d6 and dominate the board. Queen e6 move preferred by white. On a3. Black might go for queen c4. Queen f5. On a2. On h3. On promotes to queen at a1. Rook takes a1. On promotes to queen at c1 check. Rook takes c1. Queen takes c1 check and gain a significant edge. On g3 move preferred by white. Rook f8. Black's idea is to play queen takes f2 check and establish a winning position. Queen e2 was chosen by white. On a2. Black is preparing to play rook a8. Queen f1. On promotes to queen at a1 and dominate the board. On h3 was chosen by white. Queen c3. Black's idea is to play pawn promotes to rook at a1 and increase their advantage significantly. King g2 move preferred by white. On promotes to queen at a1. Black is looking to play queen c6 check. On f3. Queen takes c1 and establish a winning position. Rook takes a1 was chosen by white. Queen takes a1. Queen takes c2. Black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. Black just played knight takes d1. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Bishop e2 check. King a5. Bishop d2 check. Knight c3. Bishop takes c3 check. King a4. Bishop d3. Bishop d5. Bishop c2 check. King a3. Rook b4. White is looking to play rook a4 mate and gain a significant edge. On b5 was chosen by black. Rook takes b5. On the5. On c6. White is looking to play rook takes d5 and dominate the board. Bishop f7 move preferred by black. On c7. White might go for bishop e4. Bishop c4. Rook c5. Bishop e6. Bishop takes g7. Rook hg8. Bishop takes a8. Rook takes a8. On f4 and take decisive advantage. Rook hc8 was chosen by black. Bishop takes a5. Rook a6. Bishop e4. White is looking to play bishop b7. Rook takes c7. Bishop takes c7 and establish a winning position. Rook a7 move preferred by black. Bishop b7. Bishop c4. Rook b1. Rook takes a5. Bishop takes c8. Rook c5. White is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. Black just played rook takes f2. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Black is aiming to play on b4. Rook d2. Rook takes d2. Queen takes d2. Pawn takes a3 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen e4 played by white. White is aiming to play queen h7 mate and gain a significant edge. Pawn f5 was chosen by black. Pawn takes f6. Queen c7. Black is preparing to play queen c2 check. King a2. Queen takes b2 mate and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook c1 move preferred by white. White is looking to play Rook takes c7 and seizes the initiative. Knight takes f6 played by black. Queen b4. White intends to play. Queen takes f8 check. Knight g8. Rook takes c7. Rook f1 check. Rook takes f1. On d2. Queen g7 mate and establish a winning position. Queen b8 played by black. Knight e5. White wants to play. Knight g6 check. King g8. Knight takes f8 and establish a winning position. On a5 played by black. Black's idea is to play pawn takes b4 and gain a significant edge. Queen e7 move preferred by white. Rook takes b2 check. King a1. White is planning to play. Rook c7. Rook b1 check. King takes b1. Queen takes c7. Queen takes f8 check and gain a significant edge. Queen e8 played by black. Knight gf7 check. Rook takes f7. Knight takes f7 check. King g7. Rook cg1 check. Rook g2. Rook takes g2 check. Knight takes g2. On h6 check. King g6. Knight e5 check. King f5. Black is preparing to play queen takes e7 and take decisive advantage. Queen takes e8 played by white. Knight takes e8. On h7. White is preparing to play. Knight takes d3. Knight f6. Pawn promotes to queen at h8. Knight f4. Knight takes f4. Knight g4. Knight h5 and seizes the initiative. King takes e5 was chosen by black. Pawn promotes to queen at h8 check. King d5 white has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game.